What up, what up, what up, what up, niggas? You see these beautiful faces, you hear that theme music. We are the Let's Get Canceled podcast. I'm your boy, Tommy with an H. I'm the voice of the people. I speak for y'all.
Yeah, and I'm your boy, Big Tech Dog, your favorite friendly, lovable loudmouth. Hey, yo, cousin.
What up, cousin?
You ready?
I'm ready.
Let's
get canceled. And before we get started, we want to say Happy New Year to everybody. It is New Year's Day. This is January 1, 2025. So I hope you guys are ready for the new year and ready for what's going to happen here on the Let's Get Canceled podcast. Now, we're going to be short and sweet tonight. We're going to jump right into it, jump right back out of here, left foot in, right foot out, and we're going to get this over with. But tonight's episode, we definitely have to discuss a topic. I'm not going to even say a name. I'm just going to say we're going to discuss a topic.
I'm going to say a name.
Yeah, and the topic tonight, well, it centers around Travis Hunter, but the theme of the topic is simp or savior. Because there's been a lot of things coming out about Travis Hunter and his fiance. A lot of things have come out. So we're going to discuss if we think it's just kids being kids or if this guy is a simp. So is he a simp, or with all the things he does and puts up with, is he just a savior? You know what I'm saying? Just a good guy who's just going along for it. So cousin, I'm going to start by asking you right now, do you think this young man is a savior, just a good guy, or is he simping right now?
I need to meter my words very carefully. And I'm going to tell you why. I need to meter my words because...
Please, okay.
Because this is a young black man who is trying to navigate a space that traditionally eats young black men alive.
True.
So I want to make sure that I don't come off as throwing off on him or dumping on him or anything like that.
Right.
That being said.
But again, hold on. Because again, we are only using him as a catalyst for this. He's just a jumping point because there are many, many men in the past, current, and that will be in the future that will have these particular situations. It's only because he's in the public eye right now, and it's in all of our faces based on the social media lane that we're in. So that's why his name's going to come up. So again, when we speak on him, it's not, well, in some cases it's going to be particularly him, but the overall general point of this is just you guys out there who allow things to happen. Are you simping, or are you just being the good guy? So okay, go ahead, cuz.
All right, so if we gave it a general definition, a general aspect of it is, I would say most men are simps.
Okay.
In general. And this is from my point of view, because if you look at strictly the actions, then there's simping behavior. Now, if you look at the circumstances.
Hold on. Before you get to the circumstances, actions. What actions do you consider to be simpish?
Simpish is holding down a female who obviously, or ignoring all red flags to hold down a female.
Okay.
I'll give you an example. We've got a video. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and show that video right now. Right, there's certain video of Travis Hunter's girlfriend with other dudes, but I think it was like 2-3 years ago.
Yeah,
when he's bragging about them being together for 5 years.
Right.
So right smack in the middle of their relationship, this happened.
Play all of them. Same tats too. A eater. Ain't no way. 3 years ago, they've been together for 5 years. That's that same tat. Yeah, my boy in that bitch putting her to work. Ain't no way.
That's simping. Like if your girl, if they got video hard evidence of your girl laid up in the bed with another man 2, maybe 3 years ago, and you bragging about 5-year relationship,
cleaning somebody else's house,
cleaning, cooking, laid up in the bed with, sleeping like, oh no, half naked. I know what y'all saying. No, they're just regular little booty shorts and like half naked. I don't care.
We are from a different generation. We are from a different generation. So for us, Yes, that's a bit much. So
That's half naked.
okay,
So what I say is, if you're still holding her down at that point and ignoring those red flags, that's simping
simp
behavior.
behavior, simp behavior.
Yeah.
So it's not just I'm a young man, my old lady's out with her homeboy, she just hanging out, chilling, doing whatever, and it's all good because
Okay.
I know.
Oh wait, no. If you're gonna say just hanging out with the homeboys, explain this video.
So I drink. I don't drink a lot, but I drink, and I used to party and stuff. And he would literally drive me, sit outside for hours while I'm inside like partying, and then take us home.
So he sit outside while she go in and get. Are you serious? Are
Now,
you serious?
now she says she drinks. Travis doesn't drink, so that's one thing. Travis doesn't drink. Travis just likes to go fishing, and he was making sure that his old lady made it home safely. Now, like I've told before, but I've got a friend, LPZ, and her old man used to take her out to do jobs on calls, and he would sit in the car while she
Time out.
went.
Rewind. Rewind. You said out to do what kind of jobs?
She was she was on. She went on calls. She was a girl who took calls.
Ah, like Braxton, who you don't get this reference, but other people go, oh, like other people are going to get that reference,
But yeah,
but you don't.
I do not at all. I do not at all. But she took calls, and he would go with her to make sure that she got there safely and that she got home safely in
So he
one
was her.
piece. No, he was just her boyfriend, her driver, making sure that P got where she needed to go.
You ever seen that movie, The Other Guys, with Will Ferrell and no, no,
I have seen it.
you have seen it, so you know what
Gator?
I'm talking
Talking
about.
about Gator?
Gator, Gator, don't take no. Come on, bro. You can't tell me you sound like him right now. I'm like, so he was. No, why do you keep
Why
saying
do
that,
you keep saying that? No,
bro?
he was not. He was not. He was not making her do anything. She was just making money for the family, so he would make sure that she was taken there and back. I don't consider that a simp at all because he knows what's happening in there. He knows what he's taking her to.
I don't
He's
wait.
taking her to dance. He's taking her in there to go in there, dance, make a couple dollars, and then come back in
You wasn't just dancing.
on calls. She was taking calls.
You said her name was LPZ. Could you explain to me what that name is? 'Cause I think I've heard of this person before.
Yeah.
Tell me what that name is.
LPZ. LP. We just gonna call her LPZ for now.
Fine, we can do that for the rest
Yeah.
of the show, but I want to be clear as to what that L and that P stood for.
Yeah, y'all heard of Lena Horne? Well, I know, so it's okay. And shout out to her, shout out to her old man, shout out to the kids and all of them. I love y'all.
So here's
But
the problem. Let me ask you this: in that situation, that's two consenting adults
mm-hmm,
who have an understanding in a relationship.
mm-hmm,
I wouldn't consider him simping, and the reason being, and I wouldn't, if that was the circumstance with Travis Hunter, I wouldn't consider him being a simp for that action. Here's the problem: that, to our understanding, as far as we know, that is
right.
not the situation that they are in. That's a it's a
Mm-hmm,
monogamous relationship, and she's off getting drunk at a party with her peoples. Now, I thought about this because you and I had a conversation before, and I
mm-hmm,
thought about it a little bit more. So my wife doesn't drink to like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
she don't drink.
Not like me.
Right. Not nobody drinks like you. Okay. Which that's gonna be another show. We're gonna have a conversation about
You
that.
gonna have an intervention?
And I can't say nothing because here I am every month. Like, here, try this drink. You know? But but if there's like, say I don't know, like what girls do in like a group, whatever. Maybe they're having like a wine or something or whatever,
Mm-hmm,
and they're at the thing. It wouldn't be beyond me to sit outside and not participate, but to make sure my wife got home okay. You understand what I'm saying?
mm-hmm,
Like, it wouldn't be. Now I'm going to a party with a bunch of dudes and girls,
mm-hmm.
and I'm just going in there and getting buck wild, and I just need you to sit outside. and wait till I'm done. Yeah, no. I was
See,
trying to make it work in my head. I could.
I don't think it's a mandate by her that he cannot come in. I think it's a choice of his own that
But let
I
me ask
don't.
you, if your significant other, right,
Mhm.
is uncomfortable in a situation, and we both do things that our significant others are probably
Mhm.
uncomfortable being around us in that situation. Not no dangerous, freaky, crazy stuff.
Right,
I
right,
mean, just
but
like our personalities, we
right,
do well, and our significant others are not that personality.
they not like us
Right,
for sure.
right.
Opposite
So
really did attract.
yes, indeed. So so the my question is if if you're participating in something, why would you have your wife or your significant other come and just wait around for you? Shouldn't you, or if she's that uncomfortable with the things that you're doing, wouldn't you minimize the amount of times that you do that at a minimum? At least, wouldn't you minimize how often you do it?
Now that I get, but as a man, okay, let's say my old lady wants to go off to a party somewhere that's
Right.
far and she wants to get drunk.
Okay.
I'll take the drive, and she knows just like I know our friend groups are not the same. We don't really mix our friend groups in
Right.
that way because my friends are one way, her friends are another way. So we're just gonna separate that. So if she wants to go somewhere and needs a ride, I'll probably take her, drop her off. Now, as far as sitting in the car the entire time, I know I'd find something else to do.
And that's what I'm talking about right
I
there.
don't think
Because
he found. I just don't think he wants to do anything else. He just wants to be
then
there
we got
when
to figure
she's
something
ready.
else out. We need to figure something else out. Either we got to, because I'm I have no problem. Like I'm the same way. My wife knows my friends, and I don't have a large circle. Like
Hmm.
she knows, like, so the people that I know, she could walk in the house and there could be these people at the house, and she's, hey, so and so, hey, Breeze,
Right.
hey, you know what I mean, whoever it is, and it's not a big deal. It's not it's not a, oh, I got to call and make sure that she's, hey, so and so's gonna come over. Is that all right?
Hmm.
These people are family now. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
And it's the same, like her friend group, they know who I am and I know them if I see them.
Hmm.
But outside of that, we don't have any conversation or any interaction.
Right.
I would not want to go to a party where it was her and her friend group and then me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Right.
if it was like, so she's got a friend in Coco, one of her best friends in Coco, our goddaughter, that's her mother.
Hmm.
And she goes over there and it's like, okay, if you're going over there, if there was a time, if they were going to be drinking or whatever, it'd be okay. So who's going to be sober to bring you back home, or
Right.
I need to come at a certain time to come get you, or like whatever that is. You know what I'm saying?
I'll
I don't
drop you
see,
off. I'll go to the Waffle House and I'll hang out and just call
right.
me a dude.
If I drop you off, then I need to be able to coordinate something else in that area to
Hmm.
do while you're doing
Got you.
that, and then I'll come
Got
back.
you.
I'm not sitting in no driveway for no 2-3 hours while you go in there and get smashed, literally and figuratively, probably, as this girl was doing, and then just drive you home. No, because girls get drunk and they want to be, hey baby, and want to be kissing you in the mouth and all that stuff. I don't. It's niggas in there. That's not happening.
Yeah. So I'm just wondering with this young man if he's just being the gentleman that is raised to care for his woman, or if he is indeed being a simp and
Yes.
ignoring all of the red flags that are coming from this. And I think a part of it also goes to some of the jealousy that appears to be there. You recall after biggest game of the career, I think it was his last home game, goes out there, gets a touchdown, gets an interception, goes to kiss his old lady after the game, and she's pointing, talking about cheerleaders, and he's
Hold
having
on,
some
wait. You're talking about this video right here.
that's the one. That's the video I'm speaking of right there,
Got
where it just really seems like he's not completely in control of his situation and his life.
Well, I think she chose, and that speaks to the type of person she is. I can I am I'm a culprit when it comes to, because if my wife's upset, if me and my wife are arguing, nobody else stands a chance because 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 to her, we can argue, and then have to go somewhere, have to be somewhere. She's gonna be nice and sweet to everybody. When I get to wherever I'm going, they all know I'm upset because in my mind, in my mind, I feel like if I'm upset with the one person who means the most to me, and me and her can't get along,
The hell with everybody else.
I dare not come out here and get along with everybody else. You know what I'm saying? And like that's in my mind. That's me personally. I also know that, but if we were somewhere where she was being honored for something or she was participating in something, even if I'm mad, I'm not going to shun her and all this stuff. I'm not going to make because I know eyeballs are on her.
Right.
And I think the same for her with me. So this young lady has not fixed her mindset yet because it's for her, it's wherever it happens, it's going down. And obviously by that video, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't think there's 1,000,001 cameras here on national TV looking at me trying to kiss my old lady and you push me away and complain about something else? That's ridiculous.
Every single time I'm anywhere, there are 1,000,000 cameras, and you know this.
And that's going to be like forever. Are you ready for that?
But in that particular moment, it did to me look like he was just bowing down to her emotional state as opposed to getting her together. And that part about being a man is understanding in the moment, babe, it's not about you right now. And let's move on.
There's a way
and they did end up moments later. He did get his kiss, he did get his hug, but that's a conversation that needs to be had where this can't happen.
But that's a mental thing, bro. Like that's a manipulation tactic for most
completely.
narcissists. What she did was she ended up giving him what he was trying to get, but she had to let him know in front of the world, you don't run this. You don't get to do this. You don't get, and that's wrong. That's wrong. I don't do that to my wife, and my wife bet not do it to me. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
you cannot.
Can't do that.
You cannot. You cannot. So I'm going to pivot a little bit here, and again, this is going to be a broader question.
Every time you pivot, I get in trouble. Like the comments go crazy. So go ahead and pivot. But this time I'm gonna be nice.
Just it's not a full pivot, you know what I'm saying? I still got my foot down. Just going, no, I'm just gonna take it here to here.
Don't shuffle your feet, nigga.
Yeah. All right. So this is going on with, and it's still, the catalyst is still the same. But when there's an ex involved, would you allow your old lady to be the video vixen of a former boyfriend? No.
And you know what? I saw that video and was like, all right, well, maybe this is like somebody from the neighborhood. It's a homie. And then I found out this is an ex-boyfriend.
Yeah. Check this out. Right. Now I had to mute it, so I don't know if the music's any good or not, but I had to mute it because it may be something that's copywritten and we don't want to step on the toes.
You get the point.
But you definitely get the point of her. And again, is it a simp move to allow your lady to go and be the video vixen in her ex-boyfriend's video? Or is it they're still friendly, they can still be friends, it's just work, she's helping a friend out?
See, that's different to me. I don't see that specifically by itself as a simp move. Now, when you couple that with all the other stuff, then yeah, nigga, you simping. You understand what I'm saying? Like it's one of those situations where if you said something to me that turned out not to be true, I'm not automatically going to call you a liar because we have a history of honesty. So I have to assume best intentions. But if every other week I'm catching you in a lie and then this, and you come up like, I'm not lying, or look, I know what it looks like, I know what it sounds like, but I'm more inclined to lean towards you're lying on purpose because you have a history. Well, if you couple that video with her being at the house with the other dudes and cooking food and laid up in the bed, and with the rejection and the shunning at the football game, and with the statements about making you sit out in the car, not making you, I went too far. And the statements about her going to get drunk at parties and you sitting outside waiting for her to be done getting drunk. then okay, now all of that together, that is simpish.
To me, it sounds more like Travis found someone to give him his first piece of pussy, and she popped his cherry, and now he is just trying any and everything he can to
To keep it.
keep her. So regardless of what she does, he just wants her. He is so in love and enamored that anything she does, he's willing to overlook or explain away or whatever the case may be. And again, I've been that guy. I remember back in 1990,
Uh-oh.
damn, it might have been 1990.
Dang.
This young lady crashed me out. And
Wow.
it was
I
over
want to
for
go back
like,
and say I was 9 years old.
I was 11.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to think 11 years old, 19. Yeah, 1990.
Right.
1990. Yeah. So, but buddy, it was one of those things where after that, I did not want to do anything that would allow her to take it away from me.
Please
So,
don't take it, please.
so whatever it was, if it's we got to skip school, my grades started slipping. Oh, we're smoking reefer now. Oh, that's what you like to do. Okay, I'm good.
Oh, so it's her fault.
Oh, it's definitely her fault. It's definitely her fault. Dude, I had never smoked a J until that day. I had done none of that stuff. None of that. Like all of this happened in like I smoked my first J the same day.
Wow.
Um,
Wow.
it was
That's a good day, nigga. Forget what Ice Cube had to say. You had the best day ever.
I'm skipping school. I'm going here. I'm following behind this girl. Get there. Want to smoke? Sure. Never smoked before. Cough up a lung. And then she was like, when the other people that was at the house went to the back room, she was like, "Want to do it?" I was like, yeah. I had no idea what we were doing, but what she did, I had no clue. And
Time out. So you got, oh my God. How old was this chick?
she was my age.
So two 11-year-olds
Yeah.
then got their hand in 1990, then got their hands on a bag of reefer and just throwing coochie
Well,
like it.
well, Reefer was around like all the time. Reefer was always around, so that was one of the things. And one of the dudes that I was hanging with was selling Reefer, and he was like, "Hey, man, come with me." And so I grabbed up a couple sacks here and there, you know what I'm saying, and I'm doing my little thing, and that's why we had Reefer on me because, and
Meanwhile,
I'm
at
trying
11
to
years
sell
old,
medicine.
meanwhile, 11 years old, I'm still at grandma and granddaddy house trying to be the good boy. Like, okay, yeah, me Pete. Okay. Now, I can't say nothing for 2
I
years
was a
after
good boy. I was a good boy. This was just a moment in time. It was a moment that happened to me.
That's a
To
great
me.
moment
It
because
was. It was.
that is an Ice Cube lyric.
But
It's ironic. I had the booty at the chronic.
Well,
Don't do the big fat panty.
now, unbeknownst to me, like apparently she had been getting down for a while now because it was like I say, man, we was throwing a goddamn hot dog down the hallway at that moment. Like, I had no idea what I was doing. I had to go home and talk to some people and was like, hey, and they gave me some tips and tricks, and we've been at it ever since. But
I'm
yeah,
sorry, I had to reach in my bag just now. I forgot for a quick second. I got a daughter. She was 11 once. We're not playing.
hey man, hey, but like I say, this young man seems to me as if he has found that first love, that first puppy love, and now it's any and everything to keep her happy, to make sure she does not leave. And it does not seem to him that anything that she's doing is detrimental or wrong. Now, it could end up in the long run being something that comes back to bite him. But at the moment, to me, again, I've been there. Like, even as an adult, like a young adult, 19 years old, run up on someone and it's like, all right, well, you're back. I'm not going to work today because you called. I'm not going to do, and you need me to come do this. You need me to do that. Oh, like any and everything that you say you want or need, I'm jumping. I'm jumping because it's that love. It's that newness of it all. And for them, 5 years in, and he's still doing it. I'm proud of the young man for still loving like he did day one. I'm proud of the young man.
Oh, pride is not what pops in my head. Listen, okay, let's say you've got a nephew,
Mm-hmm.
You've got a nephew, and I've got these boys, right?
Mm-hmm.
How old is your nephew right now? 2,
Three.
3.
Three. Yeah.
Let's say 10 years from now.
Mm-hmm.
No, let's give it 15. Let's put him at 18.
Okay.
He's been playing ball. He just graduated high school. He's a 5-star recruit to some school in whatever sport whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say that happens, right? And he's acting like Travis is acting right now. What's the conversation that Uncle Yubi has with him?
Uncle Yubi is gonna let this young man know. First of all, you can't knock her up. Travis, you failed at that one so far. But for me, you can't knock her up. Yeah, you can't knock her up for one. And also have fun, protect yourself, protect your dollars. Because if you're going to be going here and you're getting this D1 offer, someone's going to give you an NIL bag.
Right.
Protect every dollar that you have. Don't knock her up.
As a side note, hopefully that NIL deal is at a HBCU, and hopefully they go through
the Fang Exchange, baby.
The
Oh,
Fang
wrong
Exchange.
side, Fang Exchange.
Yep.
Definitely. But that's
Anyway, go
all.
ahead.
But that is all I'm telling them. Protect your money and make sure you're having fun, bruh. I do not care about chicks cheating. Do whatever she wants to do. Chicks gonna cheat. Dudes gonna cheat. I do not give a damn. And bruh, if she cheating on you, you better just charge it to the game and move on with your life, young man. That's how life's gonna go. You can't crash out about no coochie, bruh. You can't crash out about no coochie. It ain't yours for real. It really ain't yours.
So let me go ahead and make this clear right now. I repeat, do not share. Wait. Let's rewind. If we're talking about boyfriend, girlfriend, we've been together for a year or two. Yeah.
We were just talking about an 18-year-old kid.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you're right. Because that's the same thing I said. He's 23 now.
Yeah.
22. I'm a grandpa.
Yeah.
I've got a grown son, and he's got a girlfriend and a daughter.
Right. While he's away working.
He is overseas.
Right.
Working. Now, the thing is that early on, when he first left home to go to school, we dropped him off at campus, and I had the dubious distinction of I walked my son onto every single campus he has ever been on, with the exception of the last one before he went overseas.
Yeah.
And so that first one, he was 17, about to turn 18. Like, he was a few days away from 18 when we dropped him off on campus at his apartment with his roommates, and bought all this stuff for the part, all the stuff, me and his mom, right? And his mom was all like hugs and kisses and tears and all that stuff. It was a wonderful time. And at that moment, she went to walk to the car. I grabbed him and gave him a hug, and I said, "Hey, quick question. You got condoms?" And he tried to laugh it off. He's like, "Oh, Dad." I'm like, "Look at my face. I'm serious. You have condoms?" And he looked at me. He goes, "Yes, sir." I'm like, "Use them." And I walked off.
Yeah.
I wasn't telling him to go be frivolous with the ding-a-ling.
Right.
I was telling him, if you're going to, I'm not going to be stupid and act like you ain't going to. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the thing. You got to know they're going to do it.
He's at a 6'3" handsome basketball star. Yeah, there's going to be girls throwing it at him. You know what I'm saying?
And you can't block them all. You try, but you can't block them all.
And that's the same thing I told him about where he is now. He's in Thailand right now. And I told him, like, hey, everything ain't what it looks like. Let's go in Thailand.
Oh, that's the hurt one. That's the hurt.
Now, we've had the conversation about his plans with the young lady. When he came in to talk to us about him getting the girl pregnant. Side note, funny story.
That's a conversation.
Oh, it was not a conversation for me. Not for me, it wasn't. He walked in the room and his siblings was around him, and I looked up. I'm laying at the foot of the bed like this. My wife is laying at the top of the bed up here, right? He walks in, I look up. He had a little piece of folded paper in his hand. I said, "Oh, I know what this is." So he looked at me, goes, "Hey guys," and he said it like that. I said, and I told him, "Go over there and talk to your mama. I know where this is going." So, and he did. The conversation me and him had was about, hey, number one, y'all have been monogamous with one another.
Hmm.
I said it like that. Like, I don't want to be like, hey, you sure this yours?
Right,
I want
right.
to make sure I'm clear. Like, hey, are you going to stand? This is where your head's at. All right. So now you don't, I don't care what else you got going on. Take care of this.
Yeah. Number one.
Handle this business. You understand what I'm saying? And he, to his credit, he has. Now, I don't look at my son as simping if he does everything that his girlfriend is saying. Like, he's with her, they're together, and
Hmm.
if she wants chocolate milk, he needs to go figure out a way to get some chocolate milk. If
Hmm.
she wants a hot dog, you need to figure out a way to. That type of stuff is cool.
Well,
Now,
if she wants some more dick, let her get some more dick.
eh, flag on the play.
Oh, okay. My bad. My bad. I took it too far. I
That's
went too far.
too far, too far. But because you got to remember, like, that's one of them situations where, all right, now I've invested a whole lot into you
Hmm.
under the auspices that I belong to you and you belong to me. By the
Hmm.
same token, I don't blame her from being like, no, whatever. If she finds out he's doing something, you understand
Hmm.
what I'm saying? Now, I'm always gonna ride for my son, but still,
Right.
like, I've been married for almost 20 years. At this point, something else could come along, something happened, bro. Look, I'm going scorched earth, like, for real, like,
But
because
there's
I've
a whole
invested a whole.
category. There's a whole category of men who enjoy watching their wives enjoy themselves.
Yeah, the old rich white men. You're right.
Are would they be considered simps also?
No, no. What I'm talking about when I say, and that's why I was saying, ignoring red flags
Hmm.
and investing all this time and energy and resources into someone while you're expecting monogamy and
Okay.
you're not
So it's
seeing it
the
now.
expectation.
Right.
But
It's the
so
expectation.
if they're okay with it happening,
I don't agree with it. I don't think it's a good look, but it's your relationship. You do what you
right.
want.
And I think that's where with me, I think Travis may just be one of those like
Nope. Don't give him that out.
I can't give him the cut roll
You cannot, because I don't
because
think that's the case. Because if that was the case, he wouldn't be sitting out in the driveway. He'd been in the house.
watching.
Now, I have heard that there's a segment of the whole cuck thing
Hmm.
where dudes don't go, the girls come back to them, and then while they're doing stuff, is
He
telling
tells them
them
about
the stuff that I was doing
so
with the dude.
and apparently he knows what's happening. He says, I know my girl. We've been together 5 years. I know my girl. So
Okay,
maybe that's a part of their life.
that's
I'm
the
I'm
hardest
here to
part
say
because I'm
these
telling. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm just saying these are young kids who are trying to figure it out. He's not going to get it right. I just hope because again, young people normally don't get it right the first time.
You're right, but this is a
I
bad point to not be getting it right because his life is about to change exponentially. It already has. While she
it's
was on the
yeah,
sideline arguing with him, she was wearing $10,000 worth of coats and hats. You
he's
understand what
yeah
I'm saying?
because he's already got to a bag, but he is going to get the bag soon.
Right.
He's
And
going to
that's a
get
whole
the.
different. See, you can't. She can get you for child support,
Mhm.
and she can get you for that only. You
That's it for
marry
right
this
now.
chick, right? You marry this chick, and you get that big contract. And we're not talking about I'm going to the NFL contract. I'm
No.
talking about I'm going in the top 2 or 3 in the draft.
And my
Max
Adidas endorsements,
contract.
and then my Gatorade, and my McDonald's, and my Popeyes, and my
Exactly.
Pizza Hut, and every other endorsement that's coming with being a two-way player. So he's going to get money thrown at him left and right. And hopefully, Coach Prime, with his history of dealing with women and not being the best guy.
Pilar got that bread, boy.
Right. Hopefully he's been in his ear like he's been in all the other guys, his other son's ear, and other. I'm going to say his other players' ears because he's been talking about this since the beginning. He told them don't go out here just screwing them all, don't get them knocked up. Well, some of that failed, but I believe some of this he'd be a good guy to listen to when it comes to trying to protect your assets.
I agree. I agree 100%. The only thing I have a problem with is, and this is where we need to talk to us.
Hmm.
We've got this young black man out there
Hmm.
who, as far as I know, does not have a strong male figure in his life outside of Coach Prime.
Hmm.
and Coach Prime has been in his life for the last 3 years. I don't care what anybody says. 3 years is not long enough to be able to supersede all other influences. You understand what I'm saying? Like right
and
now,
know this young man in that sort of way, to
right?
know how he
There's
to,
a
to look at him and see the emotion that he's going through at the moment.
listen. I like I said, I always say it. I got these boys here, and I know for a fact I'm not the most influential. Well, I can't say that. I would venture to say I am the most influential, but
Hmm.
it's easy for them to ignore me at this stage in their life
Yes, indeed,
because
indeed.
they're young men now, and so
And
they
it's
got to go out and make their own mistakes. But
hmm
I can only hope that over the last, for the youngest 17 years through the oldest 23 years, that I've imparted something in them where even if they make mistakes, they don't go too far out because they know what could happen. I,
right.
and so this young man is trying his best to kind of navigate this. And salute to Coach Prime. I am noticing Coach Prime is not trying to take shine away from this young man
No.
and not speaking on that young man's relationship. That
Right. And that, I
this
was gonna
young man,
say that's the one thing that I'm Prime speaks and talks on everything, but
right.
I'm pretty sure when everything came out, I'm pretty sure that's the conversation that Coach Prime had with that father hat on, that
Yeah.
father figure hat on. Come here, boy. Shut down all that social media bullshit. They gonna talk. Let
Hmm.
them talk. You got to stay focused,
Yeah.
because I really hope that this young man's mental health is being cared for, because it's a lot when you live on the internet like he does, and now all of the praise that you were getting is now turned into hate. And I
Yeah.
understand the hate on the field, that's expected, because rival fans and other fans for other teams are always going to have something negative to say. But now when the entire world is calling you a dummy,
Oh, man.
that's something completely different than you suck as a football player. Because as a football player, I can go out here and prove to you I'm better than you are.
Right.
But when it comes to my old lady's a whore, and these are things that people are saying. And again, I do not believe this young
I
lady
won't
has
say that.
done. I don't think she's done anything that he's not allowing her to do. So she's not wrong.
I do. I do think I don't think that I'm not gonna say that he doesn't know about like I'm almost positive that the video that came out, I don't think he condoned it, but I'm pretty sure he found out about it before we did.
Yeah,
You see what I'm saying?
yeah,
And that may or may not be a situation that they've already worked through.
right.
But what I think these other players, and there's been pros that have come out and made comments, and to
Nigga,
their
but when little Bow Wow comes out and says some shit,
I don't nobody care about what Lil Bow Wow say. Tell him to go get on his private jet, aka Southwest Airlines. Like,
I'm
stop.
just like, but all you niggas with these failed relationships, leave these little boys alone. Leave that little boy alone. You have no idea what the fuck this young man is doing. Leave that man alone.
And well, you
Mm-mm.
know what though?
Mm-mm.
Hold on, because Lil Bow Wow, his situation. Think about it. He went from as a kid and came up through the ranks, and Lil
Mm-hmm.
Bow Wow got a little kid out there somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
early on,
yeah.
so he may have some, but he's not in a place to speak on that. Honestly, we ain't in a place to speak on it except for the fact that we got a show. So that's what we're gonna
Right.
do. So,
And again,
but
we're just speaking on the
in general,
totality of the way it's looking. Because again, I have no advice for that young man at all.
none. I ain't never
Bro,
had that kind of money. I ain't never had them kind of problems.
other than, hey, bro, do what you do. Do hey, have fun. If it ends up with you losing all of your money to her, at least you had a ball doing it.
No, I don't believe in that.
I,
I hear what you're saying, and I
yeah.
understand why you're saying it. But I will say this much, and this will be my statement on the whole matter. I hope that number one, his mental health is all right, like that you alluded to earlier, and I hope that it turns out as a net positive for him. Every man takes a L when it comes to females. Period. We all have taken an L at some point in time in life with a female, but I'm just hoping that it's not severely detrimental. And what I know from dealing in mental health, that the one thing that can tear down a young man more than anything else is abandonment issues. And if
Mhm.
that happens with this young lady, you know what I'm saying, where he's got blinders on, not looking left or right, don't see nothing else. Like, yo, bro. So I'm not gonna call him a simp. I'm gonna stand on the fact that I think he's exhibiting simp behavior. But I also think that every 19, 20-year-old exhibits simp behavior at some
At
point.
some point.
So
At some point.
it's not abnormal. It just is what it is.
Well, for me, I'm gonna say this. Dudes, stop trying to control these chicks' coochies. It ain't yours. You be with her. Don't be with them so that they'll not screw anybody else. Like, why is that the ultimate goal? Like, be with her to be happy. Be with her because she makes you happy, not because you don't want her to screw anybody else. If that's the reason that you marry these goddamn women, leave these women alone. Let them stay outside. That is not your bag. That is not
not
your
a let's get canceled talking point.
that is not your
Tommy with
top
an H.
move.
That is a Tommy with an H point. I'm telling y'all now because I believe that if you with her, then you be with her, and it's
You can
yours.
be with her, but if she wants to do, if that's what's gonna make her happy, let her be happy. Y'all
She
cut
gonna
out,
do it by herself without me.
and so you're gonna cut off your nose despite your face, huh? You're
No,
gonna yes, you
no.
you're gonna miss out on everything that is your woman by some coochie.
Yes,
Y'all niggas is crazy.
because for the most part, you can find coochie anywhere.
Exactly. So,
It's the problem.
I'm gonna miss out on all the
You
rest
can
of this
find
for some
yours.
shit I can
You
find everywhere.
It's the same. It's my same.
I can't
take
find the
on where
rest
I
of
would go.
her anywhere
Look here.
because
I
that's why
can
she
go.
got picked.
Listen,
Because of
I
all the
love.
rest of the shit. You
I
don't get with them for the coochie. You get with them for the
I
package.
cannot ride with you on that. I love Longhorn Steakhouse. I really do. I will go to Longhorn Steakhouse whenever I get an opportunity. I just love Longhorn. And I went to one in Winter Garden. Shout out to Winter Garden Longhorn. You suck. I went to this place, and I kid you not, they brought me, it was a group of us. They brought food out, and like I ordered, and the other young lady who was beside me ordered, and our orders were similar. Well, they gave her my order and didn't come out with mine. And I'm like, they're like, I'm sorry, she was supposed to have this, da da da. Now she already done cut into the steak
And
and was like,
realize it was well done.
yep, I don't care.
Put that shit on the floor.
And what? So this is what the server told me. The server says, "Oh, okay, I'm sorry, we gave her the wrong one." I'm like, "Okay, we'll just get, you know what I mean? Do you know what the order is?" And he's like, "Okay, well, you want to just take that one from her and we'll bring hers out." And I'm like, "You want me to take the food that she just eating, even though I love it. I love everything on that plate, but somebody else had a fork in my steak." You feel what I'm saying? You see where I'm going with this? Somebody else had their fork in my steak.
And
I'm
that
willing to
reason,
forego the whole plate because somebody else had their fork in my plate. Now, I will tell you this. Just the other day, I went to that Longhorn. I hadn't been to that Longhorn in 2.5 years.
but you went back.
I went back because I was invited back. They bribed me to come back. Like the Longhorn, the manager, I was like, "Hey, look, man, I'm not trying to make a big deal out of it, but this nigga tried to get me to eat steak that somebody else's fork was already in." So what I'm telling all of you guys,
You're gonna throw away your whole box of cereal because you don't like the dang on treat. You don't like the toy that was in it, or somebody took your toy already.
Nope. I'm gonna throw away the whole box of cereal because it was one roach in it. You're trying to make it sound all flowery and pretty. No.
Because it really is, man.
Gentlemen, if you listening to me, you can go either with Big Tech Dog or you can go with Tommy with an H.
I told you, I'm the voice of the people. I'm speaking for the people.
You speaking for?
I'm speaking for the people.
I'm telling you,
just
I'm not
like this
speaking for you. I'm talking to you, and what I'm saying to you is stop eating off a plate somebody else's fork being already in. That's what I'm saying.
Ain't nobody plates clean. They don't make virgins no more, nigga.
You're right. But once it belongs to you, once it has been ordered for you and prepared for you, why would you let somebody else put their fork in your plate?
It ain't yours. Because if it makes the steak happy, do whatever it takes to make the steak happy. And guess what? The steak is not happy with?
What?
Being well done, goddammit. Hey, y'all. Happy New Year to everybody. Hey, we got more foolishness coming in here.
Absolutely.
Throughout the year. Hey, and we've got some specials coming soon and very soon. So if you made it to the end of this video, shoot us a DM and you'll get a grab bag. We got a grab bag for you. Just go. We got some things here. So if you made it to the end of this video, definitely shoot us a DM to say I made it to the end of the video. I want what you got, and we'll go ahead. And get
how many we doing?
Say maybe three.
Three.
So the first three.
First three people.
First three people. So if you made it to the end of this video, you made it this far, definitely shoot us a DM, TikTok or on
Instagram,
Facebook, IG, one of those. Shoot it there. Don't put it in the comment section because then somebody else gonna be trying to figure out what you got. So shoot us a DM on one of the social platforms.
No,
we got something.
You got to be a follower. So I want to see that you subscribe to this channel.
Yep.
That you follow us on Facebook and on Instagram and on TikTok.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
TikTok.
Yeah. Well, TikTok's going away maybe in the middle of the month. So what is it? Lemon 8. I think we are up on Lemon 8 now. So jump on Lemon 8, and we'll be there soon if we have to be. But cousin,
yeah, man,
we haven't been canceled yet, so we're gonna do this again next week.
Not quite yet, man. So we'll hit it. We'll do it again.
Yeah, we're gonna do it again. But stop trying to. No, I'm not even gonna do that.
Play the thing. Play the thing.
Happy New Year, y'all niggas. We love y'all.
Happy New Year, y'all. Peace out, man.